I'm dressed like this because I just came from a wake. I bombed. Comics, it's important to be able to read the room. I'm kidding. I did come from a wake. That's another story. I forgot in my last video I have 2 major cheat codes for how to memorize your act. And this is for the whole act, not just 1 or 2 jokes. In 3, 2, record your act into your phone. And then play it back to yourself over and over again throughout the day. Back in the 80s, before my time, a guy in my fraternity named Daryl Edwards had a real tough time memorizing things when he was pledging. We had to know the Greek alphabet and be able to recite it on command. So he recorded himself on a cassette tape saying the Greek alphabet. Then he would just put on his headphones and listen to it over and over and over again throughout the day. It worked. He would say it along with the recording. He's hearing it all day. It's genius. I'm sure a lot of people have done it, but I don't. When I'm 18 in college and I'm trying to figure out how to say alpha, beta, zeta, eta, epsilon, eta, beta, veta. Genius to me. Rho, pi, rho. I always remember that part. Here's the second cheat code. I would only do this in very rare cases, mainly for open mics. When you're starting out, get some AirPods. Put one of them in your ear. If you can, paint it flesh color so nobody will see it, or it won't stand out as much as a white one will. Record your act, taking very long pauses in between the jokes, so that you don't have to keep pausing it on your phone, which you can do. Play it, say the first joke. You should have that one memorized. You should have all of them memorized, but say the first joke, have that one down 100%, and then as they're reacting, press play for your ear and have it low enough so that the mic doesn't pick it up. But you're feeding yourself the lines. It's like a producer talking to a news anchor in their ear. You'll obviously have to work out the timing with such a method. I've never tried it myself, but I'm thinking about doing it. And I wouldn't want to press pause all the time. I wouldn't want to have my phone out. But if I could just reach into my pocket and press it, it lays out the joke for me. I say the joke. Sometimes all you need is the first part of the sentence, just to jar your memory. You can do that with your set list as well. I didn't fully cover it in the previous video. A set list is a list of your bits, and they stand out. You write the keyword, one word that will remind you of that bit. Blacks is a good example. I have a bit about Wonder Woman. I would put Wonder Woman in there, because just seeing that, I'll know, okay, I got to do the Wonder Woman bit. I have another one for being single, so I just write single. Dead mom. That's a hot one in my set list. My dead mom. Will you stop it? I love you. I love you. You could just have your set list on your iPhone or your Android playing into your ear. It's like having a cue card set up for you, but it's in your ear. A longer video is coming next time. I just want to get this out there so that you have 2 more ways of memorizing your jokes and your bits and your sets and the whole shebang. And I also want to clear up that sometimes when I say you can write a bit about it, and then I'll say a little something, I mean a bit by a joke or a chunk of material. I don't usually give examples. When I'm talking in here, I said, you could write a bit about looking at your watch. And then I said, oh, I'm poor. I need to get a new watch. Hey, don't you see how... I wasn't doing a bit. I was giving an example of where that would go, if that makes sense. You all look so great tonight. I really did go to a wake. It's a woman who's been friends with my family for over 60 years. Her name's Lee. And she was in the apartment complexes with my great aunt Betty and my grandfather and my grandmother and my uncle and my mother and her brother and sister and all her cousins. It's just, she's been at every family event I can remember, her and her longtime partner Dick, and she will be missed. One of Lee's best attributes was her sense of humor. She was that acerbic wit where she didn't take guff from anybody. And also, she would dress to the nines. Every time I saw her, it's like she was going to the Ritz-Carlton. I always admired her for that. I was telling one of her daughters tonight, I picture your mom going to the mailbox in a full outfit. And she goes, oh, yeah, yeah. Even when she was sick, if she was just going to pick up a gallon of milk, she would be putting on her makeup, putting on her beautifully tailored clothing. And man, she was one of a kind. Rest in peace, Lee. We love you and we'll miss you.